No confirmation message anymore. That's new OBS. Guess we're starting streaming. It's the button I hit anyway, but usually it pops up a little thing. In any case, hello Twitch. We're back. Back after a while because it is weirdly difficult to start streaming again. It's been a few days. But here today, streaming Dark Souls. I'm gonna do a Soul Arrow only run, the spell Soul Arrow, which I have done before. Oh god, these suck. I have done before, but I didn't save the VOD, and I would like a record. I'm gonna make Soulface the second. Go with the same choice last time. Doesn't actually matter for the most part. We want the Master Key, of course. Obviously. None of this really matters. Sure, Commoner. Point Bill went up. Sure. I could do what streamers often do and make, like, a real weird, ugly, like, blue, purple, green face, but I can't. Don't. It's funny, sure. But, no. Not really worth the time. IMO. At least not when you play the game. And when your character's, like, face and body is usually obscured by various accoutrements you may be wearing. We're gonna start. We're gonna go through Asylum. It's pretty standard stuff at first. Oh, I should probably get the old Twitch app running. Until I'll try and do that and play at the same time. We'll see how it goes. Remembering how to be a streamer in real time. We're gonna run past everything until we can get our staff. See, we already have Soul Arrow, the spell, so that's a little easier, means that we don't have to stop and rest at a bonfire at any point. Want to just our shield. Sprint past this guy. He won't attack us until he gets into position. These stairs anyway, so we can get out ahead of him. Or them. I don't know. These stairs, drop down to the lower stairs, open this door for later. This boyo over here. Right quick. Get our Estus. Get our key. Run past boyo number 2 over here. Oh, that was Oscar. No, Oscar doesn't give souls. Did I fall off the stairs? I'd have fallen off the stairs. Fascinating. That's never happened before to me. Now we can equip our catalyst, get hit, doesn't matter, he didn't do that much damage. Now we are trapped in a corner by the level of geometry. This is actually really bad. It's totally fine with no issues. Unfortunately, we can't plunging attack the Asylum Demon because we don't have a melee weapon. We can technically smack people with the staff, but cannot do plunging attacks, backstabs, that kind of thing. It does complicate the run a tiny bit, but it's the point of the challenge. So we're just gonna mash R1 until we win. Touch a couple of attacks here. So die. Could heal, but it's too late. Already won. Now we have the big pilgrim's key. Words are hard. Head out to Lordran. Grab this little soul over here. It's only worth 200 souls, but you never know when that might come in handy. It's not like it takes very long or very much effort. Grab that real quick. head off to the mainland. Asylum done in what, like 4 minutes?
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that
Oh,
one
about 5
day
minutes.
an undead shall be
Heck
chosen
yeah.
to leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient
Why is
lords.
that? There we go. That echo was. I don't know if that picked up on the mic.
Lordran.
Hopefully not. Her voice and I did. Google my phone. Trying to monitor the stream, not hear myself speak. Okay, now we can level up, but we want to be careful. We save some souls, and in fact, I don't remember if it costs 1 or 2,000, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run here without leveling up at all. Because we're gonna want more than... Well, we should have at least rested at the bonfire. I don't think I'll respawn at the asylum. That would be pretty crazy. Actually, like 99% sure I won't. Yeah. In any case, we want to go down here, grab this soul right here. That's worth a pretty penny, especially in the early game when we don't have a whole lot of ideas to get souls. We want to talk to old Rickard of Vinheim. I'm going to skip through dialogue a little bit, because while I'm not necessarily speedrunning per se, I do want to plow through this pretty quick. We're going to want to purchase. It is 2,000. I was absolutely correct. There we go. Our second copy of Soul Arrow. That way we have 60 casts, and that will be enough to get us through most of what we need fairly early on in the game. There are a total of 4 copies of the spell available in any given playthrough, or 3 in each playthrough, plus the one that we start with, being a sorcerer. We can get as many as 4 in playthrough. If we were to do New Game Plus, we could end up with 7 copies. New Game Plus 2, we could end up with the full 10. If we wanted to go that far, which frankly, I don't know. Well, that could be an interesting challenge. I don't know. Maybe we'll see how I feel later on down the road. Could be pretty cool, I guess. I feel like each fight would just turn into a marathon battle, though. Have hundreds of soul arrows, but we'd also have to cast hundreds of soul arrows, you know what I mean? So now we only have 100 souls, and I'm going to go ahead and just run as far as I can in this area, basically, and try to pick up a few more things. If I don't get them, that's fine. If I do get them, it's gravy. I'm gonna run past these guys. That's probably the hardest one right there, is that guy blocking the door. I got him to get to move one side, ideally. Run past him to those stairs. What I really want here is this ladder. That will make things quicker later on when we do Rondo for real. Grab a soul here. Grab another soul a little bit up. Grab the Curse Bite Ring if we're feeling cheeky. In some runs, it can be really beneficial to grab that green Titanite down there. We're going for like a divine weapon build or a magic weapon build, fire weapon, anything. We can get that early on as soon as we have the ember, if we have that green shard. If we... Actually, I'll grab it just for posterity. We need a bow. Not going to weapons, but this is pretty much the best bow to start a bow-only run with, or if you just want a good ranged weapon. Composite bow is going to do very nicely. They are faster than longbows, the short bow class of weapons. Even though they do a little bit less damage, you end up with more DPS if you care about that kind of thing, but they also have a really good roll attack, stuff like that. So, Learning to make this run through New Londo early on can be really beneficial. We're gonna try to grab this ring. There are a lot of ghosts over here, though. Okay, rare ring of sacrifice. I'm gonna do a little lap and try and do what's called a pro gamer move. Oh, nope. I no longer have the HP to do a pro gamer, which is okay. We've already gotten plenty from this little trip down to. Yep, that's death. That's totally fine. That's planned. Sometimes I just grab the Firekeeper Soul and jump right off into the water because that's all I need down there, really. But it can be nice to grab some other stuff. What I was going to try to do there, if I had lived, was jump off the roof onto that little balcony and grab the Frostbite Ring as well. It'll just help if I'm ever facing basilisks and see if the scale is, but it's not that important. Fire bombs down there, I don't need to grab those. I also often start a run by grabbing the Ward Bones so that we can make some trips to places and then warp right back to save a little time. Not super necessary, but I like them. I grab them. And then I honestly don't even need the other things, so I'm just going to leave them. Don't need them cluttering up my inventory. And then pretty much just, there are a couple souls and whatnot that you can grab there as well, but I don't want to deal with the skeletons right now, so I'm just not going to worry about it. What I'm going to do is go grab this, pull right here, even though, again, it's only worth 200. 100's 200, you know what I mean? And now we can start the run in earnest. So gonna do next is head up here for the undead bird. I could have actually assigned the other soul arrows. I'm gonna do that real quick. I do often forget to actually equip my spells, which is just unfortunate for me. Go back and do it. Probably not the last time that'll happen. TBH. So now, for real this time, we go up here, miss this guy horribly. And it looks like we do enough to actually one-hit those if they are unstable, which normally they're going to be blocking though. They can. But we have enough casts that two-shotting them is still actually going to. Well, actually, it appears it might not be just around stable, so that's actually way better. Nice. Souls, they don't really matter. I already shot this guy, so what happened to the targeting there? Doesn't matter, he's dead. Kill the rat, hope for a humanity. Don't get a humanity, that's fine. Soul lost undead. Take a moment to level up in a moment here, don't you even worry. I was expecting that one to miss fully as like I started to run, but it didn't. See, like that, that's what I was expecting. Go right in the face. Ooh. Our first fog wall. I guess second. I just don't want to battle him. Say hi to a dragon. Well, a drake, I suppose, not a dragon. After having used just under half of our casts, we hit our first bonfire. Aside from all the bonfires we already hit, you know what I mean. First non-Airlink bonfire. Let's go ahead and crank intelligence up a point. Crank might not be the word. I'd have enough souls to level up twice. I don't know why I thought that. It's not like I do a ton of research. Please. And in hindsight, I probably could have actually just saved those. Not leveled up. The one extra point of intelligence isn't enough to make a difference right now. We actually need 1,000 souls for the next step here. But it's okay, because the airdrop is good, that's pretty good. Let's kill a few more guys. Probably pop one of those consumable souls we grabbed. Ain't no thing. Being outnumbered is going to be one of our great weaknesses to play through. So these guys just kind of didn't aggro, so never mind actually. That went completely fine. Okay. Pop one. These. I could also just kill this guy, but I don't want to. So I won't. I have a residence key.
Thank you, kind.
That allows us to, once we get down to the lower Undead Burg, open the door. That is very important. Get through. So we're now going to do what's called an actual pro gamer move, and do lower Undead Burg skip, which I think is what people call it. Something like that. Grab some throwing knives we won't use because I frankly don't remember what every item on the ground is. We'll roll off this ladder, we're gonna miss. Back up. Important part of the skip there. Roll. Try to climb back up. Never said I was good at the skip. Going to roll. Am I not rolling? What am I missing? Fourth time's the charm, as they say. Popular phrase. Bounce off the wall a little bit, climb back up. Look at this eventually. Maybe. Would help if my freaking B button would work. Fifth time's a charm. There we go. That's what you want to see. We dash and jump. Bounce a little and we heal up. Because this next part is going to probably be a little rough. Ow. Want to not have this guy on my tail as I'm running. No. We're gonna run. Go dodge. We're gonna run. Going to sprint. We're going to use environmental burning body piles to deal some damage for us. I'm not the one dealing damage. They are running into the fire. That is their problem. I'm also sometimes running into the fire. Okay, that's a couple of them down. Can't see anything. That is all three of them. Nice. I went more smoothly than I think that's ever gone for me. Love to see it.
Help me.
And now we can unlock. Let's free this man right here.
Oh, help my purpose.
What's up? With this guy, even though I'm pretty sure it's just got the stuff I'm already wearing. Yep, that was actually pointless.
Oh, hello.
Although I did get a second staff, so if I want my offhand that I can switch to for whatever reason, I could do that. Though considering I'm not going to be using any conventional weapons, it's pretty unnecessary. Plus side, we can pop up here and modify our sequence break a little bit. Now we don't have to jump off that ladder anymore if we want to go back down there. I super duper don't need to kill the Capra Demon anytime soon. Though I am going to do like no bosses thing, so I'll kill him eventually. Since these guys are already dead, I think yeah, let's go open up the shortcut to Firelink. That'll make life easier when I do go and kill the Capra Demon. Work's already halfway done, right? Head down here. This has an item in it. I think it's this here. Not that I need whatever it is, but impulsive need for loot, despite running past this chests in Firelink. Missed. I missed. Okay, well that went terribly. Fortunate to lose 800 souls right now, but I super don't need to go back down there anytime soon, so those are gone. Those are just gonna be left for never. Often in playthroughs, I use the master key and go down around. To get to Andre quickly. Considering I don't need to upgrade anything, I guess I could upgrade armor if I really wanted to. Not usually concerned until later. I do upgrade my armor, which I know a lot of people bother with. Not always, but often. We do want to make our way down to Firelink, but I guess the choice has yet to be made whether we're going the normal way or the master key way. Really do either. Oh, that guy's not dead. That's a different guy. I don't know where my brain went for a second there. Back down to the shrine. Because now that we have our boy... This thing about staircases, it forces enemies to walk a straight line. At least this staircase. I guess most of the staircases is curved. You know what I mean. Forces enemies to walk a predictable path anyway. We have 1,000 souls, I think. Griggs sells Soul Arrow for 1,000. Unlike Rickard, I don't remember though, it might be 2,000.
Splendid.
Soul Arrow, 1,000, yep. And now we have 3/4 of
right.
yeah, casts that we are going to be able to get for the playthrough. And as many as we'll need for most of the bosses, at least until the DLC, except for Seath. Tune magic. That's the button I want. There we go. Make a mental note, I am going to need some amount of attunement in the future to equip fourth soul arrow, but we don't need to worry about that right now. I'm going to remember to talk to the firekeeper, hence my flask. And you know what? We're already going sort of the speedy route. Let's just speed the rest of them. Who needs to go through the Ended Parish the normal way, right? Up. And it's down to Valley of Drakes. A couple more souls on the way as well. It's just handy to have. I don't want to wake this dragon just yet because he will easily one-hit kill me if I'm not careful. You can actually sneak up and grab that item, which is the Sword of Straight Sword, without waking him up. You can pretty easily grab that soul. It's really if you go for the Dragon Crest shield that he awakens, or if you're not careful with the sword. Either way, gonna run right by him. Now it's the hard part of the sprint. You pass these dragons as they will not hesitate to knock me off the cliff with their wings and tail. With the tail you can kind of clip. It's not really the issue. Or the wings if they turn funny. Also not getting clipped on my breath. It should not one-hit kill me, but stagger on it, it's pretty easy to get 2-hit before you can do anything about it. But we had a good run. I passed them, nope. Get an bonfire. Reach one of the first major challenges, which is a Black Knight. Hey, buddy. We can parry him. We can't riposte him, so we're kind of stuck. Assuming we get the timing right. Kind of stuck with only 46 damage per shot here. I am bad at parrying that specific attack. Oop. I think that actually would have parried, but he swung over me anyway. Let's try this again, bud. Early. Been a moment since I've tried to parry the Glaive Knights. Popular strat against this guy is to backstab him or riposte him off of the cliff. You fully knock him down when you do one of those types of attacks. I can't do that. So here we are for a moment. Getting absolutely reamed. You know what I should do? Will do. Run past him and grab the grass shield. For some reason, I'm better at parrying with medium shields. Not small shields. The window is just a little different. I don't know what it is. Right, I always forget the Grass Crest shield has a strength requirement. I won't be using that yet. That's how that goes. Death number 1, Black Knight. Not that I'm really keeping score. Only 45 damage that time. Oops. Bang. Not bad. I used to be better at this, I promise. There we go, that's more like it. Getting the groove back. Ah, that attack, it's delayed. Not like Elden Ring delayed, but late enough. Can't with that one. Or run out of Estus. Maybe if I was just better at stuff. Yep. So maybe we go with plan B and run past this guy. I'd be able to do better against him, but apparently I cannot. Not right now, anyway. Maybe he'll fall off a cliff trying to chase us. He does that sometimes. Get lucky. Maybe. Apparently not. Gonna take a moment and fill this lizard. Get some twinkling, get some large titanite shards. Whatever that thing drops other than twinkling is randomized, so that was not a bad drop, but chunks would have been a little nicer. Still can't complain. It would just be for upgrading armor either way. It's not a huge deal. Catalysts in this one don't get upgrades. And 2 they do. And I don't rightly remember about 3. It's been a while since I played 3. But in this one, spellcasting objects just don't upgrade. Is this guy? Actually, I'm curious. Yep. Alright. We'll come back to him eventually. Andre, get a gesture.
Won't be seen.
Little to no reason. You up to an actual bonfire that matters. I already have 1 humanity, luckily, just from running around. Go ahead and handle this one. Heck yeah. Right. "90 soul arrows. We got not as much intelligence as we probably could right now if I hadn't lost 800 souls, but you know, it's okay. It's all good. See about clearing some of this out. Missed. Being up close can be really detrimental to our accuracy. Solar has to just kind of go past people. But it's part of why we got so many cats early on, so we don't have to worry about things like that. At least for the most part. I'll get absolutely smashed by Elf Knight over here. Not have time to get 2 shots between attacks, unfortunately. And he has Estus. I stopped him from using Estus. It's actually surprising. I assumed he was going to poise through that and heal up. I'll take it. Firekeeper Soul number 2. Let's go ahead and try and have this channeler while we're here. I'm going to take on the gargoyles just yet because I want to level up with souls first. Oh, you're still alive. You have a sliver of health. There we go. I get a bit more damage before taking on the boss. Wait for me, you can kind of snipe this guy through the window. He is pretty magic resistant, unfortunately, but as long as we don't aggro the little ones, we should be fine. He also has trouble getting through this same gap because his projectiles are a little bit bigger. At least I assume that's the reason. With that dead, we got a bunch more souls, and we just never have to worry about it again because he does not respawn. Unlock the elevator. Go upgrade our Estus. Actually, while I'm here on the elevator, grab a key real quick just so we don't have to do it later. Huzzah. Actually, I wonder how early we could reasonably take on the Asylum, the Wandering Demon. I have killed him early before, but usually I use a blade weapon because he's susceptible to that kind of thing. Blade weapon. Soul arrows would probably not do as well. Drops a ton of souls though, so it would be great to get it done early. Actually be really fantastic to get it done early. And you know what? It's a weird challenge run, so let's just try some weird thing. What do I have to lose except for a couple minutes, right? Damage. Damage first. Don't actually need more spell slots for a while. Or whatever you want to call them. Let's just see. Probably gonna insta-kill me, isn't he? I mean, probably. But hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Fortune favors the bold or something. Wait, that's nest for an inordinate amount of time. Like a self mount. What do I do with that? Who knows, I guess. Alright. Transport time. So, when you've seen these cutscenes 100 times. Not one-hitting these guys is a pretty bad sign for what happens next. Okay, well, I mean, actually, hang on, I'll try and grab a certain ring before I take on this boss. I was just gonna jump right down there and, you know, if I die, just warp back to Ireland. Really gonna take a moment first. Try and not get killed by this knight up here. Buddy. Please get hit by the wall. Hey, got hit by the wall. He did not take nearly as much damage from that as I was hoping he would. Stairs, not my friend. Alright. What did I do? How dare you use cover? How dare you dodge my attacks like a smart person? Oh, how dare you not get parried? How dare I be really terrible at the game all of a sudden? Well, that did like nothing. Love that for me. I parry a kick. Come on. Parry a roll either, I guess. Oh, just miss. Alright. It's like half. Ow. Gust is right in his face. Come on, bud. Do the thing. Not that thing. Ugh. Gotta back up a step before I riposte, I guess. Quote unquote riposte. There we go. Oh, I should have bumped up strength, if you think about it. He's getting there. This wasn't even my target. I just gotta kill him so he doesn't stab me in the back. There we go. Okay. So taking on the Asylum Demon, or the Wandering Demon, is probably a terrible idea. But I can at least grab a very helpful ring. Moment. Lock on, please. There we go. Him. Well, that went terribly. I wonder why these hollows take less damage than the ones Firelink, right outside Firelink. Never really thought about that. Right. Would have been nice to get that ring, but it's not important. Oh, it does occur to me that I had like 17. You know what? Run it again. Do it the same, but better. Is it a good idea? No, never a good idea. But it was my idea. Which doesn't help anything. probably should have tried to. It was perhaps a little presumptuous of myself to think that I could do this in one go. This early, anyway. But now Oscar's dead, so it should be easier overall. Ow. At least those guys are worth more souls than it can be killing. Ordrin. Who's back, thank you very much. So that'll just go right over. He was going slightly downhill. I would complain about these guys being able to block seemingly indefinitely, but the spells doesn't cost stamina, so really complain a little bit. Alright. Now we have the Rusted Iron Ring. Contemplating going for the doll, but I think that's probably a terrible idea, considering how poorly I was doing against the one Black Knight. I'm actually just going to get up out of here. That ring will be helpful getting through not only Blighttown, but also the area around the Hydra, which will be for too long. I need one strength shield. Let's only one more attunement for that. Let's do that. Legends 20 sounds good to me. Wait, I have one more. Or 20. Oh yeah. I missed. Did my clicks apparently. Okay. Now let's go see about fighting some gargoyles. Battle may be tough, but soul arrows are strong. Or something. Some of this red water. I'm gonna rest at the parish bonfire, just in case I die, because I'll be surprised. And up to the boss fight. For our first, read. It's not the tutorial boss that we killed in, what was it, 8 shots, 9 shots? That was, Close, a little closer than I'd like to admit. Almost one hit these. Good early. Like to have a little more damage against the gargoyles, but say the be. I'm not hit this. There we go. Yeesh. Make the first hit a little easier. He's gonna try and parry me, but you can't parry spells, you filthy casual. So he kind of just played himself. These should go down in one shot. Quietly. Now are gonna back me down this hallway a little bit because I can't fire quite quick enough. It's fine. I guess. But all of them... Get all of them. Right. One more Boulder Knight. More Baldur's Gate. Slow walked at me like a boss. Just to eat another magic bullet. And I usually do early on in playthroughs that I forgot to grab the wolf ring. Oh well. Gargoyles, it probably wouldn't matter anyway. I don't think I'd be able to resist staggering from them. Maybe I would, like, once in a while. I don't know. A little too late to find out now. Give this a whack, shall we? We got 63 soul arrows to go. Would be pretty well set for the boss fight. I'd hear that. The only bosses that I'm actually worried about ammo on are Seath because he has immense magic resistance, and the DLC bosses just because they have a lot more health and resistances overall. Which is fine. That was too early. Oop. Okay. I did not need 2 drugs. It was overkill. Luckily, I outranged them. That's me, chick. So yes, halberd, that's very nice. Very nice halberd. Will not be using. Ow. Right into that. Yes, keep doing the same thing. Work eventually. Alright, well that was easy enough. Soul arrow might not kill as quickly as something like a great soul arrow or a heavy soul arrow, but with a little bit of patience and a handful of rolls, we get through it pretty easily. I wish you could climb ladders faster, like in the second and third games. Not a big deal. And that's our first bell. Heck yeah. Now if we bone, could have phrased that better. Use a homeward bone. And go. Didn't really have to do that. Well. I will grab the wolf ring in a second. There is something else I need first. I think. Can afford. Gonna find out. These on the way down. 4 of these is pretty good, but is it enough? Might not be, actually. It's absolutely not. Well. Change of plans. Let's get the wolf ring. Did I miss one? Did I not pick one up that I usually do? I think I should have had... Oh, they're pretty... Oh well, whatever. Just kill some enemies, we'll catch up quick. Rude. Not gonna be risking quite a few souls here, but it'll be worth it, just. Give this guy a wide berth. Weapon's like 25 feet long for no reason. Alright, let's see how fast we can kill these bushes. Bad. 3 shots. Two, 3. Occurs to me I probably could just go kill the butterfly instead of consuming a bunch of souls. A little late now, but also giving me 10,000. So that on top of the gargoyles would... Risky. Butterfly is no pushover early in the game. Not the toughest, for sure. Fair. Do the smart thing. Oh yeah, I'm not terribly far away in case I die. Do you want to do it the cheesy way? Of course I do. Even a question. This one for safety's sake. Okay. I should be able to hold on down here and not die. Huzzah. Be lucky that missed, though. I don't actually know how much damage those do. A while since I've been hit by one. Imagine it wouldn't have been good. Blast this tree. I guess, is this one... I don't actually have to kill that. Okay. Well, I do need a handful of souls still, so... Sorry, tree. You're getting the business. Oh, it's not that many souls. And up here is a stone golem, which is not ideal. And if we run past him, there's a chance we'll get slowed. Not be bad. Bug just doing him in the face. Probably a ladybug. They're around lately. But everything worked out great. Everything worked out great. Throw that ring on real fast. So I have a non-zero amount of poise. Great for casting spells. Still need a few more souls. I was kind of hoping to get past that 20k mark. But so well. Guess there are still a handful of undead on the way. Actually, at this point, I think I have enough consumables still. Oh, I picked up another, yeah. Absolutely do, not a problem at all. Luckily, that guy's pretty easy to avoid. Because he hits like a freight train. Okay. Over the parish and through the elevator back down to Firelink. Oh, there you go. Really 10 souls short of being able to just use this. I know that's a large slow name soldier. That's 1,000. Excellent. Right, because now we can go talk to Griggs. This friendo over here.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping it myself.
And buy one of the most important items in the run.
All right. Perhaps should may we meet?
Heck yeah. That means we do 20% more damage forever. Could have used that 20,000 souls to level up, sure. But now each point that I do gain in intelligence goes that much further. So it's good. Wait, did I not talk to Lautrec enough? Oh well. Old-fashioned way it is. To kick his butt later, that's all that means. Actually, don't even really want his ring. Because I always have to have Bellowing Dragon Crest equipped. I don't have to. For damage reasons, I should. Just gonna throw on. Well, I guess I'll do it for the moment. Before long, I'll throw on Rusted Iron. friends. Please do not club me with your large clubs. I don't know where I was going with that. Need that chest because that's a key. That's the job of that key is done by the master key, so I don't need it. I'm suddenly the least eloquent. I don't know what happened. Okay, can we not mosquitoes? Just gotta kill at least this guy. This is also why I want the wolf ring. If you have 0 poise, these darts do stagger you pretty good. Just every time they hit. But if you have any amount of poise whatsoever, it's a lot easier to deal with this whole section with the wolf ring, or any real armor at all. Since I'm in some light garbage. So, poise is not something I have the luxury of without the ring. But I want to kill these guys, 1 because they have the Firekeeper soul down here, and 2 because they don't respond. Okay, now that they're all dead, use the Blooming Purple. Try to kill these foxes without falling down. Okay, bye. This is over that way, I guess. They're running over to the ladder. Do they know where that is? Throw the bones. Upper. Fortunately, I think grabbing that triggers the track, but let's find out. Find out the hard way. Yep. Okay, cool. Well. The more you know, I guess. It's fine. S's plus 2 is actually basically a full heal for a while. I'm not going to need to plus 3 it for some time yet. Alright. Light Town for real. Hey again, boys. How you doing? Drop. Drop. Because I didn't want to waste 5 seconds going down a ladder. That's how that worked out. Poorly. Let's run it again. Not a whole lot to say running back. Gonna be super honest. Just walking. Christopher Walken. Fine. We'll take ladder like not an idiot. Lock on, please. This one's even walk on. Ignore that thing. Maybe it'll fall and I'll get some free souls, maybe not. Apparently not. Oh. I was still alive for a moment there. And kind of a weird death animation. I somehow missed. Alright, let's kindle this thing. Don't know if I'll need it, but going into Quillag boss fight, it could be good. Granted, I have 10 Estus at the moment, but I also want to kill, what's her face? Eldred. For about 9,000 souls. Do want to end up with 5 attunement slots at some point, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It will only get more costly later on. Alright, here she is. Here we go. This 6 block is not bad damage. Tell you what. Oh. I mean, that's not the timing for that. It would be nice if there weren't constant mosquitoes all the time. Again, it's not like that was particularly difficult. It is pretty slow after all. Alright, let's get some intelligence, huh? Let's get some more damage. I'm pretty tempted. We might as well. Go for broke and grab the last spell on our list for now. Can't cast it. Yep. No, I completely forgot to equip the Rusted Iron Ring. It's fine. Didn't have to go that far. Block the whole ramp, dude. else Skeeter's not constantly shoot me in the face. Or I'll just not lock on anymore. Of course, I don't have any blooming moss clumps now. So that's not ideal. Oh, let me pass. I would say maybe I just don't worry about that. Power within for now, but kind of like to not have to come back here. I'm also super dumb. I grabbed a point of strength. Have grass crest on. Hello? Hillside? Geometry? Really? From way down here? That sucks. Keeping 100 with you, that's straight up dog cheeks. I would really like it if you would not breathe fire on me and not block the walkway. Thank you very much. Need any of that, although the Wonder Armor is actually not bad. Why would I possibly want to aim right below me? I don't know if I'm going to have enough Estus for this. Even with 10, it's going to be cutting it close. Well, I definitely won't if I get hit by fire and can't roll past the thing. Well, at least this time I won't get toxic. That's a plus. We're making progress. A little at a time. I would be in this game sometimes. It's just the way of things. Once I have the spell and the means to cast it, we'll be in pretty good shape. For Honor Londo and Sun's Fortress, not in that order. Kill some mosquitoes, because they're just going to keep piling up. They do stop spawning eventually, but never take long enough in this area for that to happen. Never hang around long enough without hitting a bonfire or dying, basically. So you're just waiting for me. Right up at the top here, huh? What a rude guy. I'm normal poisoned, of course, but that's not a big deal. Barely any damage. Already halfway over. Really made a dent. There's one more dark guy, unfortunately. Actually, never mind. He's dead. That's not the button I meant to hit, but that's okay. And Diavestus without toxic. Little trick. I don't have room to roll, really. I have room to maneuver. But to grab attack me, I have to hope that that's time enough to kill him. It was. Yeah, big guy. Do actually need to kill this one. Otherwise it will be able to follow me far enough to cause major issues. Oh. Gonna do... Ooh. Okay. Ducked it. There are just a few normal-ish guys. Normal for this area. Tricky looking dudes over here. Ow. Start running really erratically and hard to hit. Projectiles. Don't know why I picked that up. There's only one item the big guys can drop. Oop. And kill the big old wall parasite, which is insanely easy attacks. Trying to make sure I'm not about to get grabbed. Excellent. And the prize, Pyromancy Power Within. That increases our damage by a whole lot. Cost of draining health. Can't cast it yet because it's Pyromancy and I don't have a Pyromancy Flame, but when I do, oh boy, then I will be doing numbers. Damage-wise. Probably just use a Homeward Bone, but I didn't buy any from the guy after Gargoyles, so... One out. And this run back is not old or long. The worst, anyway. That guy's still alive. I do not care about that dude. Not worth the trouble. You can squeeze a few levels in. Couple levels, 2 levels. We're going to fight the boss. Got like 2 more damage out of that. Hell yeah. It's a little long too. Go around the edge, as I always do, so I don't have a bunch of boulders thrown at me. Alright. On to the second major boss. Daughter of Chaos. Go ahead and use Purple Moss Clump, which I have 11 apparently. Since being poisoned for this. Alright. 84 soul arrows, let's see how many we need. Hope y'all don't mind, I'm skipping the cutscenes. If you're watching a challenge run, you've probably seen them before. No, I've definitely seen them before. And 9 damage is pretty good. Like, complain about that. 139 while she's jumping, fancy. Let's do a long attack. Love that. Don't get too crazy with the line. You need to walk some. 149 if you hit her. I can do that by freehanding. Oh, well. Oh, I nailed her, actually. Never mind. That went great. Ow. I missed badly. It's good to know that I can do that. I'm gonna take the last few shots locked on like normal though. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. As they say. 33 soul arrows, that was not nothing. I don't think I've fully missed any of those, did I? Maybe like one. That's the second bell rung. Free homeward bone to boot. Oh yeah, illusion, by the way, if you didn't know that was there. Yes, I have no eggs. He is Shambhalon out the way. I can upgrade my Estus Flask. Don't worry, I will level some other stats before long. But 40 is the soft cap for int, and boy howdy, would I like to hit that. Damage up as high as it will reasonably go until I find some new gear that will bump it up even further. Technically, I can go up to 45 int with another staff. Get later on, it'll be a little better. But for most of the game, 40 int and this staff right here that you start the game with are going to... Sorcery's kind of quirky that way. I have Rusted Iron on? I do. Not switch to Wolf Ring. It's fine. I like definitely would have staggered me either way. Pretty sure. Ooh, lots more damage. Against these little wretches, anyway. Sometimes I skip this bonfire over here, but I'm gonna safety this time. It takes that long. Guess then I can unpoison myself. Would be really nice if I was doing like 3 more points of damage and I could one-hit those. Not the end of the world. Go up this janky elevator and hope that I don't slip through the little gap at the top and die. What's the risk with this thing? Although I find it's a little safer probably to let yourself go up on top of the wheel and roll off. At least it's worked for me so far. I could go and get the Channeler's gear, the red crimson set, but a little heavy for me, my stats, and I kind of just am not worried about it. It's good. Not so much better than I'm gonna concern. Although in hindsight, I guess I could have picked up the Rabbity spell. If it doesn't do damage, I am allowed to cap. Do it now. I'm out of the poison part. I want to go for... Yes. Is it a good idea? No. I'm doing it? Absolutely. Go for the Hydra now. So if I can beat the Hydra and get the... I can kill this guy too on the way. Just for some levels. At least a level. Probably. I don't actually remember how much this guy drops. No, he can't hit you up here, so that's a plus. Oh yeah. It'll cost a few soul arrows, but... Gonna be here a moment. It's a very tanky boy, but... Like, we don't have the ammunition. It's a little crazy to me that they just put a ledge right in front of this guy that you can use to cheese him. It's like, you don't even need magic for that. 3,000 souls, okay. You can just lob fireballs at him, throwing knives, that kind of thing. You have a bow, that works great. That was a choice. But on the plus side, it means that we have a pretty much free 3,000 souls. Fast. See what I mean about the wings. That wasn't too bad though. A little dicey. Alright. Made it past the hard part. We are going to be fighting Halberd Black Knight round 2 revenge match. But we do, I don't know, like twice as much damage now? Roughly. Be too bad, I would hope. Round 2. Ow. Oh my gosh, yes. So much more damage. Because the way raising your damage works against enemy armor, or, defenses. Oh. So I haven't raised my own defenses, so I still take health at the time. That's just how that's going to be. Oh. I guess I don't really have to him either. Just shoot him from a distance like a smart person. Oh. Fewer style points that way, though. Let's see how bad this Hydra is. Really hoping I can get the Crown of Dusk. And/or Dusk Crown Ring, not that I should need that. Alright, Golem, show me what you got. Unfortunately, these also have crazy magic defense. Maybe I actually just don't fight them. Maybe I'll let the Hydra do it. Of course, it's liable to also me very quickly, but do that. I don't know, like 2 golems probably just died. The run up to the boss is the worst part. This case. By boss, I mean like boss. It doesn't have its own music or big health bar or anything. Oh, hey buddy. Realize y'all were still kicking. Get this armor off my screen, please. Jesus. Nailed it. Alright, 2 shots to take a head out. That's not bad. That's pretty normal. Oh, breathe water at me. A little bit though. I shot a tree. I missed. Stop. Knock me off the underwater ledge, I'm gonna be upset. Alright, 3 heads left. On the thing with the slamming the ground. I'm gonna go for the quirky sideways head first. One's a little harder to hit usually. usually. Peace. I don't know if that connected. Didn't sound like it. I hit the tree. That one. Do one more shot now. Huzzah. I don't love that I have no Estus for this next part, but guess if I die, I die. The hard part's over. At least. Although I do under reload here. Mm-hmm. Wonder if I have enough Solaris to kill this, because this golem is crazy resistant to magic. 26 damage. I mean, I can see the little orange bit ticking down at the end of the health bar. So it could be worse. Be a lot better. Guess the question is whether that little sliver is more or less than 1/60th of its health. I think it's more. It's already down to like almost a quarter. Oh yeah, this will be fine actually. Never even needed to worry. I rolled too early. Try that again. But without the Hydra this time. Or the Black Knight, actually. Although I do have to kill those golems by hand now. I don't have a friendly Hydra to do it for me. Let's say Livy. Alright. How about the... I missed. I missed. One. If I stick to the side, will I aggro all of them? Hopefully not. So far, so good on that. Ow. Be a little careful. I'm gonna have even less ammo to go against this guy now. Hydra took fewer shots to take down than these 4 golems. Or 3 golems, even. That's alright, 57 should still be plenty. Think, hope, dream. I guess definitely. Well, hopefully it won't fall all the way. Those things will get real dicey real fast. Oh, never mind. It's engaged. That's again. Do it the same, but better. Here we go. Jump so far. Such large guys with such normal looking legs. Normal as in not proportioned to their massive upper bodies. Yeah, okay, I should have plenty of full arrows still for this. Slow walk, endlessly, very good. And he stopped. Oop, that's a two-hit combo, but luckily he has no reach at all. Oh, and that's game.
Sir, it is most gracious. I am. I come, sir. Would this. Then
Yes, please. The magic. Now I have to summon her, right? I believe so. I don't know why I hit that button. If I'm not mistaken, I have to summon her and then reload, and then I can go back and grab the crown and the rest of the set. That's how that works. Of course, I'm gonna have to kill this golem. Alright, hopefully I don't have to kill anything else, because I'm running low. That's why I got so many copies of the spell so very early. I just noticed that her shoulders clip through her clothes there.
it isn't. I shall.
Or we saw that before. Of course, I don't really need any of this. I will buy Cast Light. That'll be useful later. A couple of times.
If thou art in me, I only may the.
And then cycle one more time. Go grab one of the more important items to our quest. This character specifically. The caster, actually. One of the best caster items. We could just say it that way. Also just a better looking armor set. Got it. I don't know if its stats are great, but it at least looks better than the sorcerer gear. Heck yeah. Run of Dusk, baby. Terrible fire resistance. Comparatively, at least. No, yeah, actually just terrible. Dark Code is actually pretty good now that I look at it. Again. It's a bit heavier, but I have the for like one piece. Rock with this for a while. It's pretty far to walk otherwise. Alright, now I have everything. No, not everything actually. One more errand to run before Sun's Fortress. Gotta go back to Lower Undead Berg. Oh, you know what? I could also hit the butterfly while I'm here. But I could take that out pretty fast. Get a cool 10,000 souls. No, I bet I could even parlay that into Crest of Artorias. Or not. Worry about that later. Oh, those are one hit now, nice. Well, let's go take out the butterfly at least and see how I feel. Knock one off the list, you know? Of course, I could always go up the ladder next to where the Hydra is. Go in sort of the back way through the forest, but cat things are kind of a pain in the butt, so I don't really want to do that. Easy breezy run through the jungle, not jungle, woods. Forest and jungle are not the same thing. Not even close. Until she's like actively fighting. Gotta wait for the cutscene sort of animation, I guess. Better word for that. Body. Azores. Ow. Really do not remember how to add that attack. Or shoot around bricks, apparently. There we go. And yes, that was as easy as expected. You know what? You know what? Let's get a little crazy. Let's go a little nuts. Blooming moss, good to have on hand. Make all the preparations, do all the things before going to Hunt Orlando, huh? Do frankly entirely too much. Can I kill this yet? Easily. Ow. That's progress, baby. That's character development. Sort of. Mechanical development more than anything. Oh yeah, you can have remember, that's fine. Will unfortunately not be using a divine weapon this playthrough. Crest of Artorias. Why not? Why not go for broke? Could have just run back, but who's got time for any of that? Well, actually, I'm going to next. I'm gonna fat finger my controller a little bit and vanilla drink Nessus. All this. I don't know if I will need an Estus to fight Sif, but it feels like a good idea. Plus, I already had a liquid humanity floating around. Might as well. Alright, first the hard part, getting through this part of the forest. And since I'm not... Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Knight. Or other sorcerer. Not able to riposte, I'm just gonna kinda run. Talk to this one really, whoops, really fast. Okay, well. Evidently thought it defaulted to no, and it defaulted to yes. So we're doing this the hard way. Luckily for me, I am offline, because my backup account here does not have Game Pass, so won't get invaded by a million forest guardians. Alright, well, made it here one piece at least. Actually, for once, I'm not going to grab the ring stone because I simply will not. Oh, okay. Well, that's how that went. was never a good idea, to be fair, but I think I can. But actually, no, I don't. Hardly ever no-hit a boss in my life. But at least the way is open. Or something. So I'm going to justify spending 20,000 souls on that key that I could have used to level up. Though even having said that, I feel like I'm doing pretty alright levels-wise. I am on things pretty fast at the moment. Thanks to ye old Winged Headband and Dragon Ring. I feel like I actually need to worry about leveling too much. Alright. It's the fastest way to the lower Undeadburg, you think? Probably taking the elevator down, right? Firelink. Well, that's probably faster. No, I'll go out the front. Perish. I'll do the thing where you kill the four. Forgot the word for a second. That'll be good content, if nothing else. So that's a one hit now. When they're not blocking anyway. I've gotten pretty strong. Why I picked that up. Okay, almost half its health in one shot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pardon me while I absolutely smash my way through this section of the game. Granted, I am significantly overleveled and overgeared for where you'd normally be fighting these guys. I could go fight another Black Knight at the top of this tower, but I don't really want to. Hit this, please. Thank you. Rats are a pain, but there we go. Got him by his tail. Also, I think I was right. I think this is way faster. I can kick this ladder down. Oh, zero. I believe that triggered the dragon somehow. Area, I guess. But I need to kill that guy. One. Probably didn't kill that. Oh well. guys, but honestly, so much easier to use fire. That's already there. Thought it was being smart. That's also one hit. Definitely a lot stronger than I was, what, 2 hours ago? I was here last. You stop walking and avoiding my bullets. Jesus Christ, Solar. There we go. Embarrassing for a moment there, honestly. Coming, dog. There you go. Coming, thief, dead people. I don't know what these are called. Perfect. Black leather. Kinda wish I'd grabbed that earlier, actually. Probably pretty considerably worse on the fire and lightning. But I need those right now to just, and they're lighter than the Wanderer gear, though. Oh, never mind. It's still slightly too heavy. Anymore, it isn't. Do the smart thing and open up the shortcut first. And it from the Firelink side. I have to fight so many guys. In the event of my untimely demise, of course. Also means if all goes well, I can word bone out when I'm done. The depths. Be at Firelink. Would be ideal. You definitely die. You fly apparently, and die. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, good. Thought I was like 10 feet further. whatever direction that is. Oh, I'm here now. And entirely forgot that I didn't kill the Trek earlier. It's fine, it just means that everything is harder for a while. At least I can still make use of this shortcut. Fighting a bunch of hollows is easier than fighting a bunch of undead rogues or whatever. And canids. Probably kindle that bonfire too at some point. I think I usually do. Like 50-50. Depends on the run. This one I probably wouldn't hurt because I don't have Firelink. Oh. Refire him a little bit. Reminds me I should equip Wolf Ring. So I can hopefully not get staggered into oblivion. Alright, let's see how this goes. It's usually now pretty much decided in the first like 10 seconds. Yeah, fine. Ow. Maybe be fine. Okay, usually doesn't make it up here with me. That was odd. But at this point, it's pretty trivial. It's just the Capardino by himself. Almost got him. Alright, that was a real dicey start. Like I said, it's usually determined pretty quickly whether you're going to win or lose that fight. Alright. Cleared that one. Next challenge, not dying before we get to what's-his-face? The Pyromancer. What is his name? Laurentius? Laurentius. The Great Swamp. I remember. And once again, being a ranged character has advantages. Just snipe these guys before they even know I'm here. I can lock on. Of course, I just realized there's a little teensy tiny skip that I could use to not even worry about these guys too much, but dibs. Safer just to kill them all anyway. Huh. I actually wasn't sure I could shoot him from up here. Her from up here. Forget the butchers are canonically. Guess that didn't fight me. Huzzah. And that is how you do that. Large ember, not that I need it. Will not use it. But if I guess if I wanted to make like the tin darkroom catalyst or something, I could, but that's a faith thing, so it's not useful to me. Eh. Hypothetically, I could. Hello, friend. Need exactly one thing from. Actually, why don't I just kill the other butcher while I'm here? You're not necessarily an all non-respawning enemies playthrough, but like, except my points. I should didn't drop the sack. I thought they always dropped that. Weird. I thought I'd wear it because I kind of need this headwear anyway. Unless this one dropped it. It's like an Uber ore thing. Oh, she did, okay. Interesting. Okay, we got a big boy rat that cannot hit me. Oh, sorry rat, I'm gonna cheese you a little bit. But it would have been that much of a fight, as it turns out. A lot faster than I was expecting. Brew chamber key, although I think the master key does that one too. I don't actually remember. I usually just run this way anyway. Here, because I have a channeler to burn. With not fire. You know what I mean by burn. Side passage rat before he flanks me. Oop. That was a good dodge, rat. I'll give you that. I'll give you a rat. Okay. On, please. Guy has weirdly low HP for being later in the game than the other channeler. Well, it's always a little confusing. Not that I'm complaining by any means. I don't know why I'm coming down here. I don't need the large Steinhead shard. But since I'm here, I might as well grab it. Boom. Didn't see that dropped a thing. Now, if I wanted to be a little cheeky, I could go for the Escaping Dragon right now. And then I'd be able to Homer Bone up to the bird. Or I could be less stupid and put the bonfire up here. But then I'd have to manually run out the sewers, which is a pain. At least. I don't love that I only have 3 Estus. 16 solo. Actually, that straight up might not be enough to kill the boss. So yeah. And I will kindle. That will level a couple of times. We're going a little glass cannon earlier in the game. Don't worry, we'll get health soon. Faster we can kill bosses, less health and Estus I need, right? Plus, if this boss fight goes well, we're gonna end up with plenty of souls to spend. So here goes nothing. It also means that if I die, I don't have to panic about 13k. I don't recover them. Only 3k, which is much less of an issue. Alright, Gaping Dragon. Let's see what you've got. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Reasonably tanky. Very long cooldowns on some of your, not cooldowns, but like recovery frames on your attacks. Oh, he barfing. Can I lock on, please? I get even close to that attack because the box is kind of wonky. Just run far away when he's charging. Oh, if you're gonna slow walk at me, I'm just gonna pop you one. Yes, that went great. For a cool 25,000 souls. Normally you do that before Blighttown. Go back, go down, you know, the normal way, but why do that? Why do that ever? When not doing that as an option. Right, level up. We go back to Perish, and I think that's probably going to be it for today. What time is it? Yeah, that'll be it for today. We'll pick up at Sen's Fortress tomorrow. Also max out, or at least as high as we're going to bother to get it, at least for quite some time. And the hallway is just to not stop. We'll get a slime on your head. Wish you could lock onto that slime. There is a soul down there. Baiting the thing down is not always the easiest. It went really well that time. Can be iffy, sure. Alright. That's part of the reason we killed the butcher earlier. Fighter right now. There are dogs and a guy. I ran forward more than I meant to. There we are. Lock on. The canid undead next to the butcher does not respond. Only the other ones. Is nice. Ow. Which guy got stuck on the other guy. It's hilarious. Torch hollows are like the most dangerous early game enemy. Play the game you already know. What'd you drop? Nothing of interest, but what'd you drop? Terrible. Almost out of here. Back to fresh air. Probably don't even really have to kill that guy. I'd be out of his field of view in like another 3 seconds, but I don't know. Have it, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay. Guess I'm locking onto that one. Fully behind me and behind almost full cover. Oh, yeah. Kind of forgot it died there.
Did you see
Whoops.
that the 3 young clerics headed kin?
Eric's headed for the catacomb.
Oh, hello. Well, you myself.
No, I am.
Goodbye then.
This guy, I don't have anything to buy from him. Didn't you say the clerics were headed toward the catacombs? Are they still there? Weird. That is weird, right? It's not normally how that is. I think. Give me a miss. Polaris tracking's a little weird sometimes. Alright, Undead Parish Bonfire. Tempted to push forward and get Logan before I go. Oh, that's just what we'll start with. What am I leveling? I need to level. Probably use some stamina. But probably health first. Alright. Well, that was some good progress, I feel. Couple hours, got through the first go of the game, on to Sen's Fortress, on Orlando. Wouldn't be too bad. I am going to take off, so thank y'all for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one. Be tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll go for Sen's Fortress. Sounds good. Cool. Yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.